What's good? Brian Tong here, and welcome to the Apple Byte for everything good and bad inside the world of Apple. Now, before we get to the Apple Watch reviews, we are always accountable here at the Apple Byte, so I just wanted to address an error in last week's show at the 4:38 mark where I said iWatch. Are ready for the Apple Watch with updates to their iOS apps that include iWatch support. iWatch support.
iWatch support.
Yes, I'm sorry, and there were no other errors last week. I am, in fact, 23 years old, plus 13. All right, let's get to the show, and the Apple Watch reviews are in. The verdict: it's the most ambitious smartwatch right now. It's the best looking one, but it's not essential, and it tells you something when every reviewer says it's not really for everyone. Now, CNET Scott Stein says it's more like a fashionable toy than a necessary tool. Recode's Lauren Good says smartwatches are still unproven, but Apple has made a pretty strong case for them. And Brian Tong's mom says, "Why are you wasting your money on that?" Thanks, Mom. Now, I'm waiting until the 24th, like some of you, to purchase one for myself, but I'm pretty sure their reviews would be a little different if they were the ones putting down their own cold hard cash for that stainless steel $1,000 setup with multiple bands that Apple provided them. I'm just saying. Now, the good news for the most part, its battery gets through an entire day, but different issues range from the watch's interface being slow and sluggish at times, the heart rate tracking not working unless you have a sports band that fits tight to the wrist, and the most important thing being the ability to tell time. Like, a subtle twist of the wrist won't always do it, and a deliberate shake of the wrist is needed for the screen to turn on. Fancy, but not necessary is really the overall theme, and I honestly think a lot of you hardcore Apple fans were hoping for more, but we'll have plenty more to follow up in the coming weeks. All right, Apple has publicly released the official update for OS 10.10.3 with the new Photos app, bug fixes, and new emojis we've talked about. iOS 8.3 also received their own update as well, so you can finally get your diverse emojis on. It works for some, but not all. You just hold down on an emoji and choose the skin tone color you want, but sadly, you can't change the color of the poo-poo. All right, Apple has officially confirmed the pricing of the build-to-order new MacBook 12-inch that starts at $1299 for the 1.1 gigahertz Intel Core M processor. Now, if you want the processor bump to 1.3 gigahertz, that will cost an extra $250, and you might want to strongly consider that after the recent Geekbench test compared it performance-wise to the top-tier MacBook Air from 2011. So, like I've said before, great design, but wait until more power comes to this machine. Now, French website has revealed a video and images of what's believed to be the rear shell of the 4th generation iPad mini. They aren't official, but it takes design cues from the current iPad Air and also uses the similar single row of holes for the speaker grill as well. Apple has released new iPads in the late October timeframe the past few years, and we can probably expect the same. Now, LG might be getting a little ahead of itself, but in a recent explainer on the future of 8K resolution screens and calling it the future of display technology, they also claim that Apple will announce the iMac 8K with a super high resolution display later this year. Yes. Now, it could be a mistake, of course. They are probably testing them, but this is another wait and see. In the meantime, Apple should probably focus on 4K or at least get up to speed there first before jumping into 8K. That's because a follow-up report from BuzzFeed's John Petskowski claims that the 4th generation Apple TV that is rumored to come this year will not support 4K video initially, with a source saying that 4K is great, but it's still in its infancy. Now, Netflix and Amazon are offering 4K content right now, but it's extremely limited. And the current A8 chip in the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus has been shown to be 4K capable, but really it's Apple's MO to wait until new standards have widespread adoption before jumping in. And before we go, just wanted to send a shout out to two specific Apple Biters all the way from Colombia, Pablo and Felipe. Thanks for watching, and I know you guys are probably running around in circles right now. All right, that's going to do it for this week's show. You can always email us at theapplebite@cnet.com or tweet me at Brian Tong, and I'll answer if I'm awake. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you all next time for another Bite of the Apple. I'll just be like this, Charlie. I'll just be like this. Stick my hip out. Yeah.
Why are you wasting your money on that?
That's.
4:30? Is that good?
Oh, what time is it right now?
It's about 3:47.
Yeah, that's fine.